Honorable President.
Honorable Chairperson, and thank you, Honorable Ryder. It's good that you're still one of the old-timers of the NCOP.
Very few then left.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Honorable Member, you will know, of course, that when we put together the Government of National Unity, it was underpinned by what we call the Statement of Intent. Now, the Statement of Intent is a clear set or contains a clear set of principles. And one should never see it as a compromise. That is clearly not a compromise. It is a very clear statement that says we need to focus on what will take our country forward. And those principles include what we need to do from a policy point of view, from an execution point of view. Now, I don't see a compromise in any of those. It is a unity of purpose. Unity of purpose that has brought all those that agree with the principles that are underpinned by our Constitution, rule of law, respect for the Constitution, and seeking the development of the people of South Africa through a growing economy, the creation of jobs, and all that revolves around clear policies of what we need to do to execute what we have set out in the Statement of Intent. A Statement of Intent is a really beautiful document around which 10 parties have coalesced to focus on how we take our country forward and how we can improve the economic situation in our country, how we can create jobs. And in the course of doing so, we're now developing a clear medium-term development plan. A clear medium-term development plan that is going to guide the 7th administration for the next 5 years, where we will work together as a government of national unity. Last night, I had dinner with the various parties of the government of national unity, and each one of the parties that were at that dinner table all confirmed that the government of national unity is here to stay. We recommit ourselves to the government of national unity, and we are going to work to implement the Statement of Intent and everything that is set out in there. And that includes improving our economy, growing our economy, creating jobs, making sure that there continues to be rule of law, increasing the capacity and improving the capacity of the state, and addressing the issues of poverty and inequality. Now, there is unity of purpose, unity of commitment when it comes to that. So if you say this is a compromise, it's really a clear commitment to improve the lot of South Africans. And last night, there wasn't much wine flowing around, no. There was a lot of conversation and recommitment to addressing the challenges that face our country. It was a beautiful evening. I wish you were there, even as a fly on the wall, just to see. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable President. We now move on to the last follow-up, which will be asked by EFF, Honorable Chirwa.
In a population of above 60 million, 30 million in South Africa live in poverty, 18.2 million in extreme poverty, 13.8 million are experiencing food poverty, literal hunger and starvation. Mr. President, there were lesser people living in poverty before you became president. There were lesser people unemployed, lesser violence against women and children, lesser murders, lesser femicide. Millions of our children under your presidency experience multidimensional poverty, whether deprived of healthcare, housing, nutrition, information, water, and sanitation. These harrowing statistics have never dropped since you became president. Instead, they continue to rise under your presidency. Poverty has worsened in South Africa since you became president of South Africa. Whose poverty are you referring to be prioritizing since 2018, when it's not reflected statistically and in the lives of women and children who are at the bottom of the food chain and whose conditions have worsened since your inauguration in 2018 to date? Thank you.
Honorable President, again, I've not heard any question that has been asked. However, if you so wish, you may respond to the statement, whether is it of intent or what, I don't know, but you are at liberty to respond to it.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. I've listened to the Honorable Member a few times, and one thing that she's really good at is having a statistically driven mind. She's very good in regurgitating statistics, and with the greatest of respect, I should say some of the statistics that you put forward are a bit skew and flawed. But with great respect, I say, I did not hear any question being put forward. I just had...
Speaker, point of order, please. Chairperson. Ngicela ukuthi sihloniphane, Chairperson. Ngibuzile question ngithe ku-President, whose poverty are you referring to be prioritizing?
Just a moment. I have not given you a platform. You are already speaking, Honorable Member. You have risen on the point of order. We have afforded you an opportunity to ask a follow-up question, of which you made that statement, and accordingly afford the President to address you on the issue that you have raised. Over to you, Honorable President. You may respond to the statement that has been made before the House.
Honorable Chairperson, it's a pity that Honorable Member did not allow me to continue, because much as she did not really put a question forward, what I was going to favor her with is precisely a response to the comment that she made, because she asks, or she seems to ask, which poverty am I referring to? And of course, we've always said that, as Honorable Member said earlier, that yes, we face a triple challenge in our country, and we've never shied away from that. We've never shied away from saying there is rife poverty in our country, there is inequality, and indeed there is unemployment. These are the challenges that our country faces, and these are the challenges that the Government of National Unity is determined to address. As we entered into the 7th administration, and as all the 10 parties committed themselves to a program of action, we are aiming and we are determined to ensure that, yes, we reduce incidence of poverty in our country. The poverty, yes, that affects millions of South Africans, unemployment that affects millions of South Africans, and to reduce inequality in our country. This is what we have committed to doing. And so if you care to know and to listen, the Government of National Unity is committed to doing precisely that. And the vigor and the commitment that we are underpinning our work with is such that as we grow our economy, as we embark on more and more developmental initiatives, we will be able to reduce unemployment and create more jobs. And through that, We are certain, I'm certain that we'll be able to reduce poverty as well, and in the end, address the challenge of inequality. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable President.
If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content like this. And as always, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.